All right, Aries, let's do a message for us. We will get a bonus, guys. You are usually my most viewed videos, so we're definitely going to do a bonus for you. This one's kind of specific. So whoever this is for, whichever group of Aries, here's what I'm getting. Definitely something to do with garlic. I mean, if you don't like garlic, you would definitely not want to be in front of me right now. I just ate so much raw garlic. I love raw garlic. Garlic and crackers and cheese is so good, especially if your lungs feel kind of funky. If you ever have pneumonia or the Ovid with a C, anything to do with the lungs, eat raw garlic. I mean, at least that's what I do. And it's like a miracle veggie or a miracle plant, a miracle herb. Garlic is one of my favorite things on this planet. And you know, it's also said that garlic can repel certain entities and energies, especially insects. Garlic keeps the insects away. And you know, we've been seeing them monitoring spirits flying around everywhere. It's a little stuffy in here today. It's a bit hot, so it feels like I'm struggling to breathe. It's because, well, it's hot in here and I love black, so it makes me even hotter. But I couldn't help it today. I was like, no, I need to dress up. I need to put on a little sparkly and just dress for the occasion. You know what I mean? So I wrote down that. Also, the garlic that I ate today was super fresh. Like, so fresh that it burnt the shit out of my tongue. Like, my tongue was on fire. And it reminded me of when I've had fresh wasabi. You guys ever had wasabi? Do you like that? Or sushi or anything like that? If you ever have fresh wasabi, even ginger, it will burn the living shit out of your tongue. It'll knock the breath out of you where you can't breathe. So maybe that's something here. Somebody likes sushi, somebody likes wasabi, somebody likes spicy stuff or herbs, something like that. Or maybe it's just telling you, hey, go ahead and get you a bunch of garlic, hang the garlic up around your house, grow some garlic. It grows really fast, by the way. You just got to watch it. It's kind of territorial. It doesn't like to be, I almost said buried. It doesn't like to be kind of put too close to other ones. But anyways, garlic, wasabi, anything spicy, anything to kind of cleanse the body, clean out the lungs, detoxing, things like that. So let me go ahead and get into the message. For whoever this is for, sorry, I keep swallowing because, you know, I'm still getting over this little funk I had. Somebody here, you either let them go or they let you go, but either way it didn't move forward. Okay, it didn't move forward at all, and it's a good thing it didn't. You know, hindsight's 2020. At the time you may have really been like kind of bummed out about it, unless it's reversed, but eventually you look back and you're like, it's a good thing it didn't. It's just they had too much going on in their life at the time, you had too much going on in your life at the time, and for whatever reason it just needed to end. Well, you, I believe, have completely turned your back on the situation, meaning I think for the most part you're kind of over it. Like, you don't seem to be letting it hurt anymore. It doesn't hurt anymore. It did hurt for a little bit, but it doesn't hurt anymore. It doesn't affect you the way that it was affecting you. However, it's like now something's happened. I don't know what's happened in this person's life. I don't know if whatever they had going on at the time that y'all had to disconnect from each other is no longer. Like, maybe they've had a change in their life, or maybe they've had an awakening. Something major has happened in someone's life, or it's currently going on. It's like happening right now. And because all of these changes are happening, or whatever, something, it's making them, I don't know, maybe like think about you a little bit more. I don't know if they ever stopped thinking about you, to be honest with you, Aries, but they definitely let you walk out of their life. They let you walk out of their life. They let you walk away. They didn't try to stop you. I feel this person just kind of, you know, you didn't feel safe with this individual. You didn't feel safe. You didn't feel loved. You didn't feel appreciated. You may have even felt used. You may have felt overlooked. You may, whatever it is, they're still very much almost like caught up on you. Oh my god, you know what song I'm hearing? I keep getting songs today. The song by Madonna, it's called like Hung Up. Maybe you even hung up on this person before, did you? Hung up on them? But anyway, she's like, every little thing that you say or do. I can't sing right now. Usually I can sing a little bit. I mean, it's not great, but it's pretty awful because I'm still trying to get over this shit. Madonna hung up. Here we go. Oh, I got time for Aquarius. I actually titled their message time. So maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius here. And if this isn't romantic, you could just have somebody here who's still, like, they let you walk out of their life and now they want to come back again. They want to reconnect. Like, it doesn't have to be romantic, but for 98% of you, I think it's romantic. Anyway, I just say you might be connected to an Aquarius because they had something to do with time as well. Time goes by so slowly. Every little thing that you say or do, I'm hung up. I'm hung up on you. Waiting for your call, baby, night and day. I'm fed up. I'm tired of waiting on you. See, that's what happened. I feel like this person kept you strung along. They kept you waiting. They wanted you, like, addicted to them. They wanted you obsessed with them. They wanted you to crave their attention. They wanted you coming around. They wanted you needing them, you wanting them, you loving them, you blah, 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 you. Even if it was a friend, they wanted you to be the one. If it was a family member, they wanted you to be the one that always was, like, been out of shape over it. And you eventually got to a place where you're like, you know what, fuck this. I see you taking a match, right? I see you taking a match, and you're just like, now you may have even walked away bitter, like mad at somebody. But I feel like deep down you were hurting. You hurt over it. For whoever this is for, remember, we're going to do a bonus if this isn't your message. But for this one, it hurt, man. It pissed you off and it hurt. It did both. It did the whole nine, everything. It did it all. And you're just like, fuck this. You know, you may have blown up. You may have left with a bang, or you just left quietly, but you just let them know energetically, fuck this. I'm out, you know. Whatever it is, you feel like they kept you waiting. You got tired of it. You got fed up with their shit, you know. Time goes by so slowly. They kept you waiting, or they kept putting you off, or, you know, they strung you along. I don't know. It's like somebody was never really going to, they were like leading you on. You were being led on. Every little thing that you say or do, or if you weren't being led on, some of you could have been put off by it. All right, let me twist this a little. Give me a second. Hold on, I'm getting something else coming through here. Let me put the romantic shit to the side. Let's say this was a friend of yours or even a business connection, okay? Let's say somebody here kept putting you off, just acting like you were not even a priority, like they didn't even care. Maybe something was very important to you and this person knew. They knew, and had the tables been turned, they would have really not liked somebody doing them the way they did you. But they put you off. They made you wait, and they even enjoyed it. They did it on purpose. They enjoyed making you wait. They enjoyed you kind of sweating over something. It could have been something very serious too, and they like almost got like a kick out of it or something. Like someone could have, maybe they knew the truth about a situation or something, and they intentionally didn't fess up, didn't tell you the truth just because they enjoyed it. They enjoyed seeing you squirm. They enjoyed seeing you uncomfortable. They enjoyed seeing you in pain and hurting. They enjoyed it, and you thought this person was on your side. Like, that's kind of fucked up, you know? That's another way this could go. Or let's say it's a work kind of situation. You could have paid somebody for a service that you never received, and they enjoyed it. They enjoyed, like, they could have actually just stole your money, took your money, took you for granted because they knew you couldn't. What are you going to do about it? You going to do something about it? They knew that you couldn't or something, right? That's not for everybody, but it's for somebody here. You'll know if that's your story. Or they half-assed did something for you, or they didn't even do anything at all. And it was like no shit off their back, no skin off their back, no skin off their teeth. They didn't give a shit, you know what I mean? Well, it's almost like a tables type turn thing here going on. I don't know, so have they had some sort of adjustment in their life? Something's going on in their life now, and it's almost like they're getting what they gave you. They could even be wondering, are they getting what they gave you, even if it's showing up in a different form of their life because you've done something. Have you done something, Aries? Have you done something against me? And it's like, no, I didn't have to do anything against you. Your own deeds did something against you. I don't have to do anything against you. Okay, anyway, let me get off that. So, yeah, somebody kept you waiting, whether in business, somebody you did business with, they kept you waiting. They all out stole from you. I'm sorry. Kept you waiting is a nice way to put it. They stole your money. They never came through for you. Or, I don't know, somebody was a crook here. They were a fraud. Or you had a friend who was a fake. They really weren't a friend. They were an enemy. They knew exactly what was going on. They could have been a part of it, or they could have been the all-out operator of something, and could have set the record straight, could have told you, could have fessed up, never did. Okay? A love situation, same type thing. Somebody here was stringing you along. Somebody was all outright used you for their pleasure, their gratification. You could have been used for sex, for attention, for this and that. You were used, okay? You were used in every sense of the word. You were used. You were taken advantage of. You were taken for granted. You were mocked, laughed at, everything, right? Even in a romantic situation, could have even been work and romance. If you had a work romance, for those of you that resonates for, somebody definitely used you and then let you walk away because they didn't want to go down or something. And they're going down anyway. Like something is going down in someone's life. But anyway, you took your power back basically. Ring, ring. Here we go, ring. I got ring also in, maybe it was like Pisces or Aquarius. So also a connection to Saturn, maybe even Capricorn here, okay? Ring, ring goes the telephone. The lights are on, but there's no one home. Tick, tock, talk, or tick, tick, tock. It's 1:45, and I'm done. I'm hanging up on you. The lights are on, but no one's home. It's like you're intentionally ignoring me. Now, if this is a stranger, somebody who you don't really know, and they feel entitled to you, they could blow up on you because they're not getting a response from you that they want, okay? Meaning, you could have someone who demands, like they're demanding you pay attention to them, and because you don't, they're going to try to start some shit with you, okay? Has that happened? If not, then this is someone who you actually had a history with, you've had family, work, whatever, okay? There was a connection, an established connection, and somebody here kept you strung along. I'm telling you, I can't say it any other way. You got to the point where you're like, I can't keep waiting for you. I know that you're still hesitating. You're basically saying if somebody even somewhat sort of comes around and kind of gives a fuck, at this point you're fine. You don't even want someone to, because you're over it. I feel like you're over something now. If a stranger went off on you, you may have even been interested in them, and you're like, whoa, well, now I'm really not interested, because now that just shows me what I would get into, and I'm not wanting that. Or if it's like somebody from the past who did you dirty, they may want to come around now and like finally cough up the work for you that you paid them to do that they never did, and then you may be like, I'm not even interested in it. You can just keep the money, because you already know that you're gonna get karmic justice for that, because you got done dirty, okay? I can't even speak here. A person from the past, like a romantic interest, somebody did you dirty, an ex-friend, they did you dirty. You've had people here do you dirty, and they know they did you dirty. At the time they didn't. They turned their back on you. But now it's like you're not interested anymore in someone's love. You're not interested in their friendship. You're not interested in a family member's connection. You're not interested in any type of work from someone else. You went to someone else's company, or you will in the future. You also have future plans for that. Like when it's like you may have even been kicked when you were down, which is really fucked up. Yeah, I know what that feels like. It's fucked up, isn't it? When you're down and people just kick you when you're down, they think it's funny. They think it's hilarious. But then when something happens to them, then they want to come back and like change their tune. And it's like, do you remember what you did to me back there? You remember when I was really going through a lot and I needed your help? Or do you remember when I was reaching out to you for this and that? Do you remember when we were, do you remember leading me on? You remember doing that? You remember making me think blah, 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 but you were really just using me because you wanted something from me? You know, do you remember doing that? Yeah. It's like you put a funeral to everything here. That's why I'm dressed like I'm going to a funeral. A fancy one at that, bitch. Yeah. Every little thing that you say or do, I'm hung up on you. I'm hung up, I'm done. Time goes by so slowly. She just repeats it. I'm tired of waiting on you. I'm over it. This isn't Aries. To sum up this whole message, this is you saying, I'm over it. And maybe the garlic that I picked up in the beginning and I said I was eating it. I mean, I reek of garlic right now, but I love garlic and nobody's here to smell me. So what are they going to do? Disagree or disprove? Okay. You don't need to approve of it. I like my garlic. That's why I don't have to answer to anybody for what I eat, what I do, what I wear, what I say, what I think, what I like, what I know, what I want, what I see. I like talking about you usually. But occasionally, I want to talk about me. This is about you now. You're not focused on anybody else. You're not crying over spilt milk. You're not crying over the people that used you and abused you. You're not crying over the people that you paid to do something they never did. You're not crying over the people that you knew could have helped you get through something, but they didn't. You're not crying over the friends that betrayed you, over the ex-love interest that betrayed you, the ex-partners that betrayed you. You're not crying over the family members that betrayed you, that never liked you, that blamed you for their whole fucking life going wrong. You're not crying over any of it. You're not crying over any of it. I mean, it's safe to say that you've gone a bit cold, but not really, though. You're just Melanie Martinez back from the dead. You know, we picked up on that a couple weeks ago. I really love it here. So, I'm tired of waiting on you. Yeah, again, and the garlic is just to basically symbolize that you are repelling. I don't think that you're open. Like, if anyone wants you to be open now, I don't think you're going to be open to it. It depends on who it is, really, honestly. And it depends on who it is. It depends on how dirty they did you. It depends on how authentic they come in. If they come in and they put it all out on the table and they're like, look, this is what I did. I know what I did. I'm sorry for what I did. If they mean it, if somebody means it, I mean, it's not like you're stupid too. And if they try to fuck with you, I think you're going to see that, right? You're not dumb. But if they don't mean it, then that's different. Some of you just may not want to hear from somebody at all, period, because you just don't, you have too many other things on your plate. You know, I mean, it's like when you're planning a funeral or something. Not really, you could be, but some of you, it's like when you plan something and you got a lot of plans you're focused on, you're not trying to get distracted. You've done that too many times. You were looking here, there, everywhere, and now you've learned to just kind of lean on yourself. Now you've learned to be your own best friend. You've learned to be your own lover. You've learned to be your own mom and dad. You've learned to be your own fucking sibling that you can talk to. You've learned to be your own fucking whatever. You've had to forgive yourself for your wrongdoings. I'm not saying you're perfect. We all know you're not. We all know I'm fucking not. But you faced it. You see what I'm saying? And you keep your circle small if you even have one. I feel like for the most part, you're very content where you are right now. And I think that the only way that you would even consider maybe even responding or opening up to someone again or period is if they came in with the obvious, like the elephant in the room. If they came in being authentic, not with some sort of trying to smooth, they were just like, I fucking fucked up. You know what I mean? And even then, I feel like you're not going to just be like throwing yourself at someone's feet because you're fucking busy. You know, I feel like you're not waiting anymore. Like the song says, you're not waiting anymore, Aries. You're not waiting on the phone. You're not waiting on the message. You're not waiting on the news. You're not waiting on it. You're doing it yourself, whatever it is. You're doing it yourself. You're not waiting on someone to come through for you, to show up for you, to do the right thing, to apologize, to tell you they love you, to whatever, to set a record straight. You're not waiting on that. You're going to do it yourself. You're going to bring it to yourself. It's beautiful energy. I love this message. I absolutely love it. But I have talked myself into dehydration now, and I'm sweating really bad. And I also think that I need to wash my hair after this because I need to wash my hair. It's like sticking all these sequins and my neck, and yeah, so I mean, it's fine. I don't mind getting a little dirty, but now I feel like, okay. We need to cleanse the body. We're having this funeral type experience, you know what I mean? Some people are like, why do you talk about funerals and death so much? Because I'm a fucking Aries, yo. Because I'm a fucking Aries. That's what we talk about. That's what we talk about. We're not scared of death. It's a part of life. It's inevitable. And there's death all over. Death isn't just like, you know what I mean? Death is everything. We welcome it. We love change. We thrive in change. We actually work a lot better under it. Change and pressure and things like that. We'd rather not, but it's almost like we've been forced to, so we have no choice. And so then it just becomes like a friend of ours, you know what I mean? It's like you guys ever seen the movie Collateral Beauty, I believe? Collateral Beauty, right? Is that it? Where it talks about time, love, and death or something? Don't hold me on that. Keira Knightley's in it. She's one of my favorite actresses. But anyways, I'm pretty sure like they're kind of friends or something. You guys need to see Collateral Beauty if you haven't seen it. You would be, well, I don't know, maybe all of it. You would represent time here. You would represent love. and you would represent death. In one person's life, you represented time. Wow. Oh, shit, hold up. This message actually has layers to it. I'm not going to get into it. It's too, I could go way longer. I'm getting something else here. Talking about that movie, in one person's life, let's say it's a family member, you represented time. But that's something, whatever that means. You taught them a valuable lesson, and time had something to do with it. In another person's life, let's say it's an ex-romantic partner of yours, you represented love. You actually were the only person they ever really loved. You were the only person that really, you were the person they realized what love was. Even if you never dated, someone actually fell in love with you. They realized what love really is. You got to see the movie to understand what really, you got to see it. It's pretty crazy. And in another person's life, you represented death. I don't know in what way that is, but somebody. And they had this massive transformation there. It's almost like you are, you cause awakenings everywhere you go. I mean, everybody causes them in your life. You've had nothing but fucking awakenings. And that's exactly how it felt too, right? Butt fucking. It was painful. It was brutal. It was definitely not asked for. It was not wanted. But did people give a shit? No. Life has a funny little way of fucking you with no lube, doesn't it? Just constantly, and you just have to take it. You just have to take it till you're bloody, bruised, and blue. And then you stand up and you say, is that all you got? Try it again. See how far you get this time. It's like made you a little crazy, but not really though. It's just made you stronger. Like the idea of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Makes you a beast is what it does. It makes you a beast. It makes you a target. But it makes you a beast. A beast of a target. So, I don't know if in the bonus we will talk about collateral beauty. I may get a completely different message. But if we do, well, we touched on it a little bit here. This one's kind of like possibly foreshadowing the bonus message. Maybe. I don't know. May get something completely different. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this message. I'm going to sit here in my dressy funeral attire and maybe drink a little bit of water or something because I'm like really dehydrated right now. I wish I had a veil. I actually do have a veil. I have a black veil. I love black. Y'all know that. But I thought about wearing it in my video, just wearing it. You know, I like dressing up. I used to do my little characters and everything. It just feels right to wear a veil, you know, or start covering my head with the little lace veils. I forget what they're called. I have one of those. But anyway, all right, sorry, I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling now. So all right there. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.